This is BBC News 24, the latest news now at 3:30. The Ulster Unionist leader David Trimble has been stepping up the pressure on the IRA to start handing over its weapons. Mr Trimble called for all terrorist groups to give up their weapons and disband. But the Sinn Féin President Gerry Adams said that he couldn't guarantee that the IRA would disarm by 22nd of May. That's the date originally set down in the Good Friday Agreement. Tomorrow, the head of the decommissioning body, John de Chastelain, delivers his report to the British and Irish governments. The MP for Cheltenham, Nigel Jones, who's recovering in hospital after Friday's sword attack, has been talking about his injuries. He praised the staff who've been looking after him.
I have about between 50 and 60 stitches in both hands. The fingerprint has disappeared off this small finger.
Failed on the approach to Heathrow. Well, that's the news at just gone 3:30. Now on BBC News 24, it's time for Science Review, and that's with Sue Nelson.
Cold if you live in the northeast of Scotland.
Northern Ireland's First Minister says he won't give up hope of the IRA disarming until the last hour. Liberal Democrat leader Charles Kennedy visits the Cheltenham MP Nigel Jones, who's recovering in hospital after Friday's sword attack. And England beats Zimbabwe with a record-breaking performance by Mark Elam. This is BBC News 24. I'm Peter Coey. The Ulster Unionist leader David Trimble says there's still time for the IRA to show it's committed to peace and democracy. He insisted decommissioning could still happen and that the peace process shouldn't be written off prematurely.
Rebecca John Cherian, BBC News.
Good news. And now some great news of the weather for our amphibian friends. Here's Carol Copeland.
Thank you, Peter. Well, today it has been very windy through the British Isles. You can tell that just by looking at the isobars. They're very close together.
Night at 8 on BBC Two.
This is BBC News 24, the latest news at 4:30. The Ulster Unionist leader David Trimble says there's still time for the IRA to show they're committed to peace and democracy.